And because I was doing this through Wanwado, so I want to speak a bit more about Wanwado. I spoke with the seminary president Kim, because I don't speak Korean, so I'm a bit limited to gain, all the Chufa's words in Korean and so on. So as I understood, Chufa said that there are four, main areas Wanwado should focus. The first one is mind-body unity. Second one is health. Third one is self-defense. And fourth one is income, and you learn how to manage people, which is very important if you want to, become a leaders in society. So I learned how to organize people through my practicing, my teaching of martial arts. Organizing parents to come to the, exams, or organizing the events. All I learned by myself. I didn't learn at school. I learned in my club. So this is a really good way to do it, to learn these things. And I looked at these goals when I prepared this presentation, and for me, they kind of very principled. Mind-body unity is like a first blessing. Health also is like first blessing. You take care of your mind and body, basically. Third, self-defense means why you self-defend yourself? Because there is an unprincipled relationship between you and other person. So it's a second blessing, centered on God. So if a girl is attacked by, man, and he tries to, rape her, this is unprincipled relationship, which we know. This is the, origin of the fall. So she used martial arts to defend herself. Also, if we have missionary in foreign country which teaches, preaches God's word, and he's attacked by, I don't know, some bad guys, they may be drinking nearby and they don't like him, so he can defend himself. So this kind of, second blessing means you put God in the center and you establish yourself as a true human being. So you have to, harmonize with other people, also sometimes by means of martial arts. This is like last resort to defend from the violence. And fourth area I looked, it sounds very much like a third blessing, Lord of creation, or like a leader. Anyway, establishing your profession. Profession is deals with third blessing. So it's very, very principled what the True Father said. And I want to also talk more about Wanwado. Wanwado, I think, is quite special martial art. What I heard from Grandmaster Han and his son and other masters, that Wanwado actually came from spiritual. Grandmaster Han spent time in spiritual and trained there before he actually applied it, on the earth. So basically, we know a story about True Father discovering divine principle, 9 years struggling in the spiritual world, meeting Jesus, meeting saints. And Hanboki is also a spiritually open person who actually was in spiritual world and he was training there. So one of those very spiritual martial art. I think this is one of the reasons why it's underdeveloped yet, because it's not really external, it's very much internal, and it really changes people inside. So it's very much like religion, or very much like spiritual, and it's very similar to the movement is very similar to, Mudan, and this ancestor worship which was done in the past in Korea. So it's kind of very spiritual. And Wanwado harvests the universal prime energy through circular motion. Because this is how universal prime energy operates. We know in circular. So this kind of energy has no trace of evil. It has no trace of conflict. It harmonizes. So there are many martial arts, but each martial art kind of was misused in history. But I think Wanwado came from the future in a sense that it is pure. It has no history of abusing power. And actually, when I think, what is the use of Wanwado, because it doesn't really fit to fighting kind of activity. I thought about this Shaolin ballet. I thought, oh, this is very much like Wanmodo. Because I had my students and then boys and girls, they do Wanmodo very differently. But the people who catch Wanmodo immediately are girls. Immediately, she knows how to do circular motion. So I had girls who dances so beautifully, I thought, oh, they have to go to ballet. This is like, dancing is really fits perfectly Wanmodo. So Wanmodo is a lot about beauty. How to, make a beautiful art, dancing, through harmonizing, not through fighting or conflict, but actually harmonizing with me and with my environment. So I think this is a very special quality. A spiritual martial art and very harmonizing dance-like martial art is one of them. And 2 weeks ago, I think we went to Hunsugni, right? And we saw how she is dedicated to ballet. She has two main things in her life: ballet and religion. So I think is what we can do through also our life. If we choose some form of art, it can be ballet, it can be martial art, and we dedicate with the same dedication as people dedicate themselves to religion, we can achieve very great beauty in our life, internal beauty and external beauty as well. So it's really can build a nice person. This person can really change his character, become a beautiful person. And I want to finish, just read my last sentence. Let's polish our character through religious devotion and dedication to true parents in the best way by doing what we think is our calling to God. We have to find it. I think partially my calling is Bhagavad. We have to find it. And I have one, not to be too serious, I have one picture which shows a traditional, Jew practicing Chinese martial arts. So we can become kind of like that, having holy robes and going out and doing that. So thank you.